field across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Up the middle, Johnson. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. That one taken in by Neighbors. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a handoff, Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On play action, here's Jackson. A pass taken in by Johnson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. From a little further back, here's second and goal. In motion, it's Jefferson. Play action now. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many times?
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Lamar Jackson for the touchdown. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive. It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
So Kittle comes in motion. A first down throw for Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes.
Well, he can't get away, and he's lost the football. The defense has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, man.